Alright, today on Cabal Cast, we're going to be continuing the Talons Showdown series between Charleswarmonk and DuneTiger. And it's currently 3-1 in favor of DuneTiger right now, so let's just get straight into this one on Battle Base Beaverton, which is a map I haven't seen in a long time. So this is Charleswarmonk playing as green, and down the bottom left, bottom left, is DuneTiger playing as orange. So Battle Base Beaverton, I mean, it's a cool map. Not a whole lot of Tiberium on this map, though. You have a tip spike behind your base and tip spike to either the right or to either the north or south of you. So it's like there's two tip spikes you can capture. There's also an EMP control center you can capture eventually if you want to spend the $500 to get it. You have your green tip field here, and then you also can expand to this green tip field here, which honestly is quite the distance. I mean, it's a good, 30 seconds to 40 seconds to get over there. Plus, you also have some blue tib in the center of the map to help you fund operations. So it's going to be Charleswarmonk capturing this garrison structure right here, and it's going to be the same as DuneTiger on the other side. So both these players are exchanging vision for their own side of the map, which is very, very good. Charles is going to be doing a foxhole here to protect his engineer. Well, that's a smart idea. So he can watch all three of these sides of the bridge. Capturing his tip spikes. He almost captured the tip spike in the behind. So both these players are going to go for 2. And they shouldn't capture him without any troubles whatsoever. There's a lot of windmills to the south here, which is very, very cool. I wish if we could capture these windmills, it'll provide power. That would be really sweet if it could. See a battleship here from the Nod faction. It's pretty cool with a couple cranes. And I'm not sure what the hell this is. Maybe it's like a control center of some kind. Got some more factories and the refineries up now. Harvesters are coming out from both players. Now both players are exactly even in terms of in the economy race, and both these players are going to be placing on their refineries at both the exact time. Charles is a little bit behind, maybe 10 seconds. So he's not that far behind like last game where he was like at least almost a minute behind DuneTiger for harvesters and economy. There's also a random crane there in the center of the map, it's kind of buried underneath the battle base itself. DuneTiger is going to be coming in with his rifleman squad scout. He's going to be placed on a foxhole. Before he plays on foxhole, he should stop it right now so he can get a little bit closer, because then Charles can't build a watchtower. So then Rifleman Squad can't get destroyed, but it looks like he's just going to let that foxhole be built. And where's DuneTiger is going to go to the left side? Nope, he's going to the right side of the map here. And Charles is going to go to the left side. So both these players are going to be going for their safe expansion. It's going to take them a little while to get there. But once they do get there, they'll be golden. They'll be placing on a couple more refineries, maybe harvesters, and also going to go for maybe tech or another war factory or something like that. Depends on what these players actually do. But all I can tell you right now is that DuneTiger has 5 and 2 in this field right now, which is the perfect ratio. DuneTiger has got a Titan, and it looks like he wants to do the exact same thing he did the last game, which is going to go for Titan. Try to sneak it into the main base of DuneTiger and maybe do some crushing. That would be pretty good. We see some Pitbull scouts here from DuneTiger. Looks like he wants to go for maybe some fast Pitbulls, do a little bit of a harvester harassment. He's going to go to the north, and if he's lucky, he might be able to meet up with that Titan, which is actually going to the center of the map. Looks like he wants to go to the expansion instead. That'd be pretty good. He's also going to meet Charleswarmonk's own Pitbulls, so we might see some Pitbulls be Pitbulls. And obviously DuneTiger has some superior Pitbulls, but Charleswarmonk is going to be getting more reinforcements faster. So we'll be able to see some of these go down. So it looks like 2 Pitbulls will go down by Charles, and it looks like it's going to be chasing the Pitbulls by DuneTiger back to the base. Nobody's going to be grouped to get a couple more. He's got 7 so far, and 7 versus 7. So we'll see who has the superior Pitbulls here. I'm not sure where that Titan is. Titan's going to be going around the blue expansion field. Just keep an eye on things. Both players trade a couple of Pitbulls each. So it looks like we're probably about even now. Charles is still building up Pitbulls. Meanwhile, DuneTiger is still building up Pitbulls as well. Looks like he's at tier 2 of this command post. He's got his he's going to go for a command post. He's got another war factory. So looks like he's going to go double war factory, maybe Titans and Wolverines or something. I could have sworn he's going to go for an airfield, because if he's going to go for AP ammo, would have thought he would win for hammerheads. More Titans are going to be coming out now from Charles. Looks like he was just going to defend his field from those Pitbulls just in case. There's a lot of Pitbulls here from Charles. Looks like there's like what? There's 3, there's 6. I'm just going to guess, and they say there's like 12 there or something. I'm not going to count. Fuck that. We see the number of Pitbulls here from DuneTiger. So looks like Pitbulls are Pitbulls, just going to be scouting the entire half of the map. Looks like at this point, Oh, we see a Titan there from Charles. Crushes something. Looks like it may have been may have been a Wolverine or something. But Charles he sees it immediately, and looks like he uses Wolverines to crush. And oh, he crushes the Harvester. Oh, that was very, very nice. Pitbull's here from DuneTiger coming into the main base of Charles, but Charles has a couple of Titans here to defend. And it looks like the Titans may go down. I mean, it's going to be very, very close, but one Titan goes down. He places down his command post. The Pitbulls here from Charles are going to be pushing those Pitbulls away from DuneTiger, trying to escape from front of these bridges here, but these Pitbulls are going to be cut off, and they're also all going to get destroyed. So not too much damage went there from DuneTiger, but now I think Charles needs to stop building these Pitbulls. Instead, need to go into Titans and Wolverines, or maybe take up to tier 3 to get Mammoth tanks, because Wolverines is going to be on the cards now for DuneTiger. Sorry, I thought I heard something. We see the airfield is out now. We see Piamo's finished. So it looks like there could be some hammerheads and or orcas. I think it's going to be hammerheads. So that's going to be very nice. DuneTiger needs to get more economy on this field down, but he's going to be dealt with a bunch of Pitbulls there from Charleswarmonk. Charleswarmonk is going to be attacking, doing some harvester harassment, but they need to watch out that there's a lot of Wolverines here. And a big sell-off of the base here. A couple of the War Factory and Refinery was sold off. But now these Pitbulls are going to do a ton of damage. Well, actually, I think the Wolverines did a lot more damage than the Pitbulls did, because they have AP ammo. And the airfield's been sold off, so it looks like, I think, DuneTiger didn't want to know that Charles wanted to go for an airfield, so it looks like DuneTiger sold it off, so Charles didn't want to know. But these Pitbulls are going to be stuck between a rock and a hard place, because they're going to have some rifle squads attacking the Pitbulls. The Pitbulls are actually doing a decent amount of damage. They're going to take a decent amount of damage. I mean, if Charles doesn't get these Pitbulls out of here, these Pitbulls could be taking unnecessary damage. Wolverines are coming now. Is Charles going to go for tier 2? He doesn't have any AP ammo unless he just finished it. Nope. Oh, yeah, he did finish it. As soon as I look over there, the Wolverines just finish. Unbelievable. Has anybody got tier 3? Both players have tier 2. No tier 3 just yet. It's just Wolverine spam. And will DuneTiger lose another Harvester? No, he will not. But we see here Hammerheads and Wolverines versus Hammerheads. The airfield's coming in now. Looks like this entire base is going to be been saved. These Wolverines are not going to can't attack air, so all these Wolverines are just going to get wasted absolutely from Charleswarmonk. Not so good there. So we're just going to be building more Wolverines. I'm not sure why nobody has teched it to tier 3 yet, because Behemoths and Mammoth tanks are going to be so huge for both these players. But now a full settlement of Wolverines is going to be going to the north here from DuneTiger, but they're going to be in a Titan, and this Titan, if DuneTiger's not careful, he could lose all those Wolverines to the crushing, but looks like he's going to stop. And then when he sees that Titan, he has him on aggressive stance, so that's going to be pretty good. Unless he went on force attack move, which will make it so that if you do meet enemy forces, they'll immediately stop and start firing on them, which is a good thing to know. Slingers are coming in now and just taking a bunch of numbers on those Hammerheads. But now those Slingers need to watch out they don't get shredded by those Wolverine squads. So it's just going to be Wolverines and Titans and Hammerheads. Pitbulls this entire game. More Slingers are coming in off from Charleswarmonk. Sold off his refinery for some strange reason. Looks like he don't want to save it. He sold off his tier 2, so he's back at tier 1. He's not building tier 3. Is anybody building tier 3? Finally, I see the first tech lab in the game. That's quite the distance. So now I think he's going to go for a Reclamator hub and a Marv. So Steel Talons Marv is not particularly effective. But if you much rather put the effort into just getting Mammoth tanks and Behemoths, might be much rather good idea. It looks like he wants to just decides to go for Marv, and I would probably do the same thing too, because I love the Steel Talons Marv if it has 4 repair pods on it, because then it's just going to be almost impossible to kill. You need a lot of Vamp to control that Marv, so it's a good idea. Wolverines are going to be finishing up the main base of Charleswarmonk, which means he's back at tier 1, and he's just going to go for he's at triple War Factory. Really? Triple War Factory, and look like quadruple production now is a lot of money. I'm not sure how much money DuneTiger Charleswarmonk has. He has 2,000, so that's okay, and then 3,000 for DuneTiger. So DuneTiger has revealed the fact that he has a Marv. He's going to put 2 rocket squads in it and 2 repair pods, so that's going to be fairly standard, if you ask me. DuneTiger should transfer a couple of harvesters. He only has actually 3 left. Oh, he's transferring 1 now. Okay, so he has a couple of them, but he needs to get more harvesters, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's getting more harvesters. That's really, really good. He could probably send build one more harvester and go for the blue field. I haven't seen one of these pairs go for blue field at all. So these blue field can be pretty good. Definitely, Charleswarmonk needs to pack up his MCV and go back to his main base and place another refinery, because that green field is going to be growing pretty quickly. Sold off the barracks. I don't think he can support triple war factory. If he placed down a refinery at each of the green and blue field, then maybe he can support triple refinery, but war factory. But at this point, he couldn't. And heavy harvester going to the blue field now. This is going to be fantastic. DuneTiger's going to have a lot of money in his favor. We have a triple watchtower here. Going to be taking a couple of swings on that slinger. The slinger is going to pass through just in the nick of time. You see, still on. He didn't go into a heavy damage mode, so you see he can be rolling through the base. There's still quite a bit of Wolverines here, so that's going to take out that slinger, no problems. Charleswarmonk is still gathering his forces. He has a ton of Titans. Let's see, we got 3, we got 6, we got 9, we got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 Titans. So 17 Titans compared to a handful of Wolverines and a Marv. Now he's going for some mammoth tanks. He's going to get any upgrades. He is getting something. It's going to be railguns. Railguns is going to be done for DuneTiger, and that's going to be big problems for Charleswarmonk. I mean, the Titans are going to be attacking the Marv, and the Marv is just standing completely still. It's not attacking. Finally, it attacks, and it's going to be backing off now. Both players back off. So tier 3 now down for Charleswarmonk, but he needs a lot more economy. And this entire time, DuneTiger has been gobbling up Blue Tiberium. He's been harvesting the Blue Tiberium, which is going to be very good for him, but not so good for Charleswarmonk, because he could have used that Blue Tib. But this entire time, Charles, he could have used that Blue Tib to get more Titans and maybe done a lot more damage. But this whole time, DuneTiger has got a lot of Wolverines. He's got some Titan. He's got some mammoth tanks actually, and a Marv, and he's bringing in his MCV. Has established a forward base just outside the base of DuneTiger, or Charleswarmonk. He's got some behemoths now, so this could be pretty powerful. I mean, this is Charleswarmonk's last-ditch effort to combat DuneTiger's forces. But with the upgrades, I mean, he has mammoth tanks with railguns and the adaptive armor, so this could be pretty good. But I don't think Charles is going to go for... oh, yep, he does have shockwave artillery, so shockwave artillery is going to be good. Although that if he fires the shockwave, then you can just activate the adaptive armor, which would be pretty bad for Charles. But he does have some artillery, so Behemoth is going to be good. And this could be railguns. I'm not sure if Charles is going to be stalled on cash. He could be stalled on cash. Destroys that structure there for some strange reason. But now here comes a massive attack now, and this could be the end for Charleswarmonk unless he can just pull out a miracle with his behemoths. And this could be... Oh, what was just finished? Yeah, the railguns just finished. So railguns is done for Charleswarmonk. He's going to be coming in now. He's going to be on the offensive. Those behemoths now are coming in. The chocolate artillery is coming in. And will the adaptive armor activate? The adaptive armor will activate. And will it last long enough for the mammoth tanks to survive? I think it will. That adaptive armor survives. That was huge. Huge adaptive armor. Now those behemoths are going to be focusing on the Marv. It does get destroyed. So this could be pretty powerful. He also activates the... railgun accelerators. Oh my god, I haven't seen anybody use the railgun accelerators in forever. But the counter strike for the adaptive armor comes in from DuneTiger and destroys all the Titans. Oh man, those behemoths are all going to be destroyed. The adaptive armor finishes up. The adaptive armor has been activated, so that the remaining shockwave artillery doesn't come in. The slingers now coming in, the hammerheads, remaining hammerheads, but those rocket squads are here. Should take out the rest of the airfield. Nope, it doesn't. One more full shot by those mammoth tanks and rocket squads takes out the hammerheads, and the slingers go down. The slingers are going down into those behemoth squads. Wow, I haven't seen anybody use adaptive armor in forever. That was nice. I never thought that DuneTiger would use Charleswarmonk would use adaptive armor. That was really good. So yeah, all the forces have been destroyed. Charleswarmonk this could be GG, and DuneTiger is out at Charleswarmonk's main base to gather up some more green tips. So that's going to be. So if Charles would be able to head this up, I mean, there's the fuck you symbol where it just throws down the supersonic airstrike, and that's GG for Charleswarmonk. So series is 4-1 in favor of DuneTiger, and all DuneTiger needs to do is win 2 more wins 2 more wins to get this to win it himself. So that was not too bad of a fight. I mean, it was good. That was a nice tier 3/tier 1, 2, 3 battle there at the end. So units scrapped, structures scrapped, resources, and it was 15 minutes, so it wasn't too bad of a game. Stats, 122,675 to Charles and 144,928 DuneTiger. So DuneTiger $22,000 more compared to Charleswarmonk. Alright, so there's your game on Battle Base Beaverton. My name is Cabal, and I'll see you guys next time.